Welcome to the Maggie B Show. I'm your host, Maggie Barato, and I'm passionate about hearing God's voice and seeing His Spirit at work. If you want a deeper connection with God, then you are in the right place. Get ready for a fresh encounter as we fix our eyes to look at what God is doing.
I remember this one time, not too long ago, I had been praying and hoping and wishing and saying, God, please send somebody, because I had this issue that I didn't know how to fix. And it was actually a techie problem on my website. Something had to be shifted and I didn't know how to do it. And here's the thing, I didn't want to learn. I was resistant to learn. I didn't want to learn anything new. And so for the better part of a year, I'm saying, God, please send somebody who can do this stuff. And I'm faithfully praying and trusting God's going to bring somebody. And I woke up one morning and I was thinking about this thing that needed to get done because it was interfering with progress in the ministry. And I heard the Lord say, Maggie, nobody's coming. And I'm like, what do you mean? And He said, you do it. You fix the problem. And I remember going and I thought, okay, God, I'm going to fix this problem. And later that day, I went. Within an hour, I kid you not, within 1 hour, I figured that problem out. I fixed it. And I realized, you know what? God's not doing things the way He used to do. God is looking for you to partner with Him. And when I partnered with the Holy Spirit and realized, oh my goodness, it's my resistance that's stopping. I'm just hoping God's going to do it for me. He gave me the ability to deal with the thing I needed to deal with. And so it reminds me of, when Moses and the children of Israel were at the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army is coming and the Red Sea is in front of them. And they're all crying out to God to do something. God, do something. And God says to Moses, why are you crying out to me? You do something. And God showed him what was in his hand. And Moses then put the rod towards the Red Sea. And we all know the story. The Red Sea parted. See, God used Moses, and Moses had to partner with God. And so I believe that there are things in this season that are not going to work the way they did in the last season. God may have just brought somebody. He may have just through different supernatural means provided. But I believe this is a season where the Holy Spirit is saying, look, I want you to partner with me because I have given you the ability. And there might be some new things that God is calling you to do, things you haven't done before. Maybe God's going to do it in a different way. And so my challenge to you today is, what are you resisting? What is God asking you to do? What are you hoping that God is going to do? But really, it's the thing God is asking you to do. How can you partner with the Holy Spirit today?
Thank you for listening to the Maggie B Show. Subscribe so you can tune into the next episode as we focus our eyes to look at what God is doing.